Hello, I'm Matthias for mamoworld.com, and today is the third Sunday in December, and I think you know what this means. Yes, some more iExpressions for your iExpressions library. Today I show you in total 5 different source text expressions, such that we are now at 99 iExpressions in total. Okay, these text iExpressions we are looking at are mainly text transitions. So this means you have different options for starting with one text and then computing a transition that this first text turns into a second text. And we have first some quite basic options here. So we have something that we called the linear wipe, which means the first text is letter by letter replaced by the second text. And you can do this, of course, left to right, but you can also make the letters disappear and appear in a random order. Or you can do it that they appear from the middle and go to the outside. So several options what you can do there. And then we have a second text transition that is called appear, disappear per character. And this is pretty similar to the wipe, except that first the text completely disappears, the first one, and then the second one appears. And of course, again, you can vary the order in which the letters disappear and appear, like random order from the middle. Many variation options here. Okay, these are the basic ones, and then we have some more advanced text transitions. And one is the random letter wipe. And with this random letter wipe, the first text, the letters of the first text first turn into some random letters, and you can control what random letters you want to have there. And then these random letters turn into the second text. And again, you can control the order in which this happens, so you can have a random order. And as I said, you can also control the alphabet. You can say your random letters should be binary numbers or arbitrary text, or they can even reuse the existing letters from your text. Okay, these are 3 text expressions, and the fourth one is a really pretty cool one, and I call it evolution. And the idea of this one is that the first text is turned into the second text by using as little operations as possible. So think of the following task. Your boss comes to you and says, here you have some text in my text editor open, and now rewrite this one into this second text, but touch the keyboard as little as possible. So delete as little characters as possible and insert as little as possible, and overwrite as little characters as possible. Reuse as many elements of the first text as possible. And this iExpression computes an easy way to do this. Yeah, of course, you can do this by setting a lot of keyframes on your source text, but this iExpression evolution determines an automatic way of doing this and is again very flexible in the way you want the transition to be. You again can control the order in which this happens. So you can, for example, say, let me first delete all characters that I cannot use, that are useless for me in the transition, and then insert whatever I need to turn this in the second text. Yeah? So you can do some pretty advanced stuff with it, and we have also tutorials about this on aetuts. Look at aetuts plus. There you will find a tutorial dedicated to this evolution iExpression. And apart from this, we also have here some tutorial explaining all these text transitions in detail. Apart from the text transitions, we have one extra iExpression also, which is called the scroll text terminal. As the name says, this can be used to create scrolling text of an old style or old-fashioned computer terminal. Yeah, this means you can take a text of like 1,000 lines and it shows only 4 of them at a time and scrolls them. And it also can append some blinking cursor or caret symbol to your text. So some nice thing to help you there in case you at any time want to create such a terminal output. Okay, again, here you find the links for the tutorials, both for this scroll text terminal also and the text transitions. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to see you next week again to show you what other expressions are waiting for you then.